Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I appreciate all of you for being here. Today is the 30th of October. This is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes day by day as we continue our day by day journey. We all know what's going on. What is double jumps? Okay, dark side. It's not include. Okay. So that's interesting. Dark side, 24-hour double drops. I don't know. Maybe I'm farming somebody on dark side nodes. I don't know. Sabine, as we talked about earlier, Rogue One, as we talked about, Vane is in the. We went through this earlier on the free play, that it's very interesting that there are 4 members. That's the 3 of the pirate members. Vane, no. Athano, Quiggle, and Brutus are all on fleet nodes. And Vane, as we just saw, is on Cantina nodes, and Kix is in a very early regular energy node. So that's all very, very interesting. And it's interesting that they put Vane with Kira, who I have no plans to get anytime soon. I'm just being totally honest with you. I have no intention of getting her anytime soon. And the reason why is because I don't have a reason to get her. I mean, it's plain and simple. But I did say that after we get done with whoever, I don't know if it's Leia or Profanity or whatever, that we are going to do an off meta, that I do want to chase a not talked about conquest team. And it doesn't really behoove me to go after Kira at all, because you can get her out of the one bounty event. But I just don't have any interest in really going after Kira or whoever. But we will need to try to figure out who that off meta team is, because because obviously we're going to have another GL team with Leia, or Leia is just going to be able to lay waste to stuff. So at that point, we'll have CLS, we'll have Phoenix, and we'll have the Galactic Republic. Which, unless I missed something in that niche video that he did that I watched yesterday or 2 days ago now, it's been 2 days ago, those were the only ones he gave. He said were very useful outside of GLs, which of course GLs are going to walk through stuff, but and everybody else, he said, at best, unless you have Janina and Luke, then Jenna Revan is very situational. That Sith Empire is very situational. And then he basically said Empire, bounty hunters, Geos, hot garbage. And I think that's all he talked about. And I'm not sure where we could go. I mean, I wish you would have talked about UFOs. I think UFOs are probably pretty good. Wish we talked about Gungans. I talked about a lot of this yesterday. I wish a lot of things that I wished he would have talked about, but he just didn't. And I'm just super curious about it, because I do have Tuscans, and What about Tuscans? What about Separatists? What about Old Republic? What about Sith? What about I mentioned the Bad Batch? There's just so many questions that I need to know about. And fortunately, I do have the Bad Batch, so I can go and find out about the Tier 1 Bad Batch for myself. So I could do that. I could find out about the stuff, but I'm not ready to do that because I'm still. I mean, after we get Leia, obviously, I think we can start looking at that, but because we are going to have to build up some uh some more resources after we get Radis. After we get done with Leia, we're going to have to build up some resources because if we don't, we're just going to get annihilated by stuff. And so it's really going to behoove us to take some time to build up some characters to re-amass relic materials so that when we do get ready to go back and get Profundity and finish Profundity, then we can do it and be very successful while doing it. But just getting there is going to be a little bit of a challenge. And it's not going to be super daunting. It's just going to be like it is now, where it's like annoying that we have to do this because Rogue One, right? We'll have to see. And we're definitely, I'm 5.5 million. We still have a lot of climbing to do, and it's fine. All the climbing's fine. It's going to be fine. But once again, would like to know your opinion about who you think would be a good team that Newt just didn't talk about yet. And there's some candidates that I definitely have bouncing around in my head that we'll consider, and we'll probably go for one of those. But the reason why we do this is just because we need time to rebuild up resources after we get done with Leia. Because once we get Leia, we're just gonna move, and you probably will advance forward a little bit more in everything we do. I guess is the best way to say that. But we still have a lot of people. We still have a lot of people that we just need to get in general. We have a lot of sharding we still need to do. We have a lot of we do get raid rewards, by the way. I just kind of glossed over all that. Let's spend some of our currency that we just got for the raid. So, we've been attacking the shop a little bit different lately. Or continue to do that in terms of just picking up stuff that we're going to need. Maybe not right now, but in the future. We're just going to go ahead and be like, oh, okay, we're going to pick up this. We're going to pick up this. Oh, this is here. Let's do this. And that's just kind of how I'm working stuff right now. Is like, hey, if we need it, we don't need it right now, but if it's available, we should probably pick it up. And I feel like it's been working out pretty well for us. I mean, obviously with everything, it could be better. But for what we're trying to get accomplished, I think everything's going pretty good, generally speaking. And we'll continue to see that till the end. And I'm just, we'll see. Well, is that it? That's probably it for now. Okay, let's move. Let's pick him out because we got him. Let's get more prestige. Let's see if we actually need to see if we can spend some prestige, because that might be beneficial. Build up. I don't know if there's a capital ship that needs him, but we'll have to check momentarily. Is there anything in here we need? No, we'll just pick up the Zeta because that gets us. Need one more, and then we'll be at a third Zeta again, which will be good. Which we have wanted to save up for Leia, but it's not really needed because we're not. It'll be more needed as we get closer to Leia, but we're just not yet. Tomorrow is Halloween. And so we'll be, if we hold to what we said, we're going to look to move forward here in 2 days, which today is Thursday. So maybe Saturday, because we're going to do, no, it'll be Friday, because tonight we're going to do the Halloween refresh. And then tomorrow, which is Halloween, we'll do the November 1st refresh video. So tomorrow night we'll be doing we'll potentially be moving forward with Drogon and Rex. We'll have to see where they are real quick. And probably that's not a bad idea, just to go ahead and knock out now. Since we're, so that we have idea of what we might be still lacking. And remember the last time I talked about we could go ahead and take one of them all the way up. And just looking at it now, we probably need some more green signal data. And then we probably need some more of this, which is, well, let's just see where we are across the board. Not that we're planning to move anything up yet, but we want to go ahead and just make things a little neater. Just kind of clarify things a little bit for us, so that we can just have in our head, okay, you might want to pick this up, you might want to pick this up, you might want to pick this up, just before we get closer to a point of, okay, it's the day you said, and are you going to be able to do it? Are you going to be able to move forward? And I definitely want to be able to move forward. I don't want to be sitting here and be like, well, if things would have, if this and this, if that, and if all this other stuff. I don't want to get into that place and have that happen. So, but I'm really happy that we were able to get another 100 there, which is going to be big. Because how much does that put us at? That puts us at 209, and we need 30, and we need six relic levels. Yeah, we need like 180-ish of that. This is where we were low, because we're at the point now where we can barely get over 3, and that's not great. So we're going to hope to get, it'd be nice if we could get another 3 levels, but just looking at it, even if I just go all in with everything, where are we going to get to? Looks like I can push it to 78, 76, which puts us to, where does that put us? That puts us at 220. which, if my math's right, that gives us 8. That gives us 8, which is enough. And now this one right here is the low one, and this one is, what is it? It's not. Is it these things? It is. And we are going to need that. I'm going to go ahead and request some of these from whoever. Just like, it's not a thing that people normally ask for, but I will, because all these other people are looking for other stuff, and I need these. So we're going to request these, and I need to make the rest of these so we can see know where we are. So we did that, and if we go in, how far are we coming again? It doesn't look like we're going to get super far. We can get 40. Where does that put us at with what we need? That puts us at, it looks like you can get 5, which we need a touch more, and then these, of course, the iridium heat sinks, which aren't. For that, we need this right here. We'll have to see how far we can get. It looks like we're going to be able to get pretty far, but could be wrong. And we could, I didn't plan it this way. I just been, you've seen me. I've just been kind of playing the game. And it just happens that some of this has worked out for us in really good ways, and other parts of it has been really a little bit tighter. But we just made 110 of these, and that puts us at, what's it put us at? That puts us at 186. And so I think, obviously, the sticking point still is going to be right here with the green signal data. So we should probably go ahead and pull, because we're not hurting for gems. And so that's something we're going to need to pull a little bit more of. So let's go ahead and do that. The green, which is what we've been pulling. It's just, we need to get a little bit more than what we have presently. And so let's pull 10, and that gets us 10, and pull 7, that gets us 7, which gets us to close to 100, and we can actually do another one, which is fine, I guess. And then it gets a 5, which gets us over 100, and we need to be at, what are we looking like we need to be at for this? That'll give us 4. So we need probably, need to be at 200. So I think if we do 3 refreshes on the Continue Node tonight, and we do 2 tomorrow night, I think we should probably be golden to get these last 2 requirements done for layout. And then after that, we get to fun. We'll look at tickets, and I have no idea how hard this event is or how easy, but we'll see, and we'll let you know and we'll figure it out together as we get started, and we'll go from there. But thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Otherwise, God bless. Hold the line. Remember, I have friends everywhere. We'll see you next time.